How's it going, guys? It's Mouseball, and this is the AttackMouse Nation and my salty gearheads. Welcome to the automotive side of my YouTube experience. And guys, this video is brought to you by JG Mopar, Denise Shumko, and Michael Moles. Now, guys, behind me, I have some great projects. And as you guys can see, I have this hood for El Blanco Diablo. I have the F Around and Find Out dash. And over here, I actually have the nitrous bottle for the Mighty Nelson. Now, I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean with this nitrous bottle by picking it up and showing you exactly what I'm talking about. Now, we've painted this nitrous bottle top and bottom, as you can see. And the reason why we painted it black as opposed to the Mighty Nelson's base color of Bianco Gelato is because this particular nitrous bottle is being worked in reverse. Now, this would be actually the last color to go on the bottle if we were to paint it white. But since we are actually going to tape out the Black Widow spider on the back of the bottle, and we're going to be doing a stripe that gives the actual heritage look to the bottle as well, well, the back masking will allow us to paint the whole bottle white, add in some red accents, and really give this thing a nice look. Plus, not to mention that I'll be able to finish it by this weekend with the bottle being worked in reverse. So we basically reverse engineered all the paint techniques for this particular bottle. Now, right here, we have the F Around and Find Out dash. And as you guys can see, it's very beautifully done. But if you notice right here in this area, there's a scuff mark. Now, I scuffed that because I was actually gonna touch it up and make it look perfect. But Mama Mouse actually said, "What are you doing? The Mandalorian's armor is actually damaged. So why would you want to actually take away the damage off of the dash? It makes no sense." So she's right. So I figured, hey, you know what? I'll tape off the actual logo, which goes all the way to the bottom right here. And I will leave the scuff marks and everything on the actual panel. And sure enough, it looks fantastic. So the actual damage that's been done to the paint has actually been cleared inside the paint to give it a more realistic look and feel to the whole Mandalorian theme. So we're gonna just put this down right here. And I'm also gonna show you this, which, believe it or not, this was a mistake that happened when I was actually painting and clearing this part. And believe it or not, a little bit of the paint came off because it flipped onto my shirt. And you know what? This mistake actually became part of the paint job. So that's pretty cool if you really think about it, because Mama Mouse literally saved the day for me and for this project, because it makes perfect sense to have the actual parts look like they're damaged to mimic the whole Mandalorian theme of a battle-hardened soldier that's been through a whole lot of stuff. Now, right here, we have this dragon scale dash. And as you can see, guys, just check that out. How cool is that? Now, this is going to go with a white on the top, and we're going to be doing some graphic work in here. But all of these dashes and all these parts need to be wet sanded and then polished or re-cleared or have artwork done in them. So none of these projects are actually done to their full effect. But as you can see, the effect is really awesome. I mean, just look how beautiful that is. This is actually gold and silver mini flake in the actual dash. And that is going to be a great project. That is for our great friend, Mr. 16 Valve, aka Mikey P. We will be sending that to him very soon as we put the actual graphics on it. So that's going to be great for him. Now, for El Blanco Diablo, we have this hood right here, and we also have this mirror cap right here. Now, with the mirror cap, we have done something very special with the Bianco paint. Now, Mama Mouse came up with a name for this particular paint called Bianco Crystalia. Now, Bianco Crystalia is actually Bianco or white crystal, and it has literally this crystal-like effect. And as you can see, just look how beautiful that is. Now, it's shiny, it has some orange peel on it, but the thing about this whole mirror cap is it's actually very rough to the touch. And the reason why is because of the amount of flake that is actually in this mirror cap. I mean, it's insane how much flake is in here. Now, in the sun, this is absolutely dazzling. I mean, it's just mind-blowing how the sun reflects and refracts the light off of these flakes. It's pretty incredible. But most of all, we have behind me is the hood for El Blanco Diablo. Now, if this looks familiar, it's because it is. And the reason why this hood is like this is because it's getting a hood vent done, just like Mouse Ball. Now, Mama Mouse said she didn't want the design being redone on any other car because it's something that's unique to Mouse Ball and needs to be only unique to Mouse Ball. The difference is that Mama Mouse went completely against what she said. So I was like, what are you doing, woman? Why would you want me to put a scorpion on Turbo Tom's hood when he asked for the boot of Italy? And she says, look, don't be a numbskull about it. The actual scorpion is going to be the vintage version. And consider this, and this is her whole, concept of why she wanted us to do the actual scorpion from the vintage version of the Abarth logo. And this is what she told me. She basically said, the reason why we should do a scorpion on Turbo Tom's hood is because Minty Green is actually gone full vintage. So Minty Green has got the moon caps, has got the black chrome, has got the Verde Cairo paint with the accents in gold and the Lamborghini Oro Helios gold. So right then and there, that whole car has gone vintage. And as you know, the Abarths are vintage cars as well, especially the small 500 and 600 models. So the actual Scorpion that was on those models was this one right here. And she says, well, that's only going to be fitting for him to have a version of the Fiat 500 that's going vintage and the version of the Abarth that's going vintage, which makes perfect sense when you think about it, because now he has two vintage tributes or representations of Carlo Abarth and Fiat's beautiful creations that have actually, have fans that rolled over. That's for one thing. So what we're doing is we're going to paint the Bianco Cristallia across this whole hood once this design's been cut out, primed, and completely ready to go from front to back. And then we're going to add in the green and red to it. Now, why are we doing that? Well, those are the colors for the Italian flag, but it's going to be very special because it's going to have the actual Alitalia design livery. Now, this livery has been seen on the Lancia Stratos. It's been seen on numerous race cars and rally cars, and it is actually an airplane company in Italy. And considering Turbo Tom is a airplane pilot and he's someone who actually lands planes in a control tower for an airport, well, it just is right up his alley. I mean, the man's flown F-86 Sabre jets. So, I mean, let's just say that things with wings are definitely something that he's used to. And he has cars that definitely know how to fly around a track. Now, the whole point of doing all this is to make sure that we give him the best possible looking car and the best possible functioning car that he could ever have. And that is what the AttackMouse Nation is always going to be about, is pure and complete excellence. The kind of excellence that you can't find anywhere else, and the kind of ideas and design treatments that you're not going to be able to find anything or anywhere else, So there's no doubt that great fans like JG Mopar, Denise Shumko, and Michael Moles are the ones who are making this stuff happen. And it's because of their support that we are able to continue moving forward and making this cool stuff happen just for you. So expect to see videos right down the line on all of this stuff and how it gets done. And it's going to be a treat for the eyes, that's for sure. And don't worry, it's not going to be boring because I'll time lapse most of it. So anyway, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay wealthy. And remember, if you subscribe to Turbo Tom, he'll definitely give you wings so you can fly. Take it easy, guys. Mouse Ball out.